Alright folks, welcome to a Enix game. It's a let's play of the 7th Saga. There's a couple of users who requested this, so they know who they are. May this be on your heads. This is probably the most difficult, most frustrating of the SNES RPGs. Well, many years ago, people fought fierce battles to win this land, the land of Earth. These heroic battles inspired many legends, like the legend of the hot chick who takes off her clothes at night. This is one of those stories that will be talked about for generations to come. Yeah, when people complain about the hardest, most frustrating SNES RPGs. Someday people will forget these legends, leaving only scars upon the planet's surface. When the people are dead, there will be nothing but scars. The planet referred to in this story is called Ticonderoga. Ticonderoga. And then black. Boom, 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 boom. Then a creepy grandma appeared and talked to some guy with Tetujin Luxtizer. I've made one or two references to Tetujins along my other Let's Plays. Now you get to see one. He looks like a centurion from that weird. Now here's a demon casting lightning magic for no reason. Leger's Removal. He's like, hey, I'm Granny. The demon's like, cool. I'm totally gonna follow you, Granny. I'm gonna watch very stiffly. There's a bunch of soldiers wandering around. Granny approaches one of them and goes, yeah! The Camille Dawana is intrigued. The other soldiers wander off without taking any interest. Meanwhile, Granny is standing at a statue when other Granny appears. This is human Valsu Sizer, I think. He measures people and sizes them up for clothing. Here's the resident female of the game, Asuna Bizze, and this old first folk cousin says, hey, elf, let's get to busy, and it's intriguing. She's got to finish her drink before she can follow him out. And people back away from the hideous orange-skinned guy with spiky shoulders. That must be, what's his name? Boehner, the new Speaker of the House, or the inevitable Speaker of the House. And now the dwarf character walks along, and no Olvan Jace has to show up without an invitation. He's our resident party crasher, folks. From Produce Co. Limited, he's come to sell you iceberg lettuce. And that's what we get, folks. That's our explanation for this story, this really freaking hard game. One of the most frustrating things about it is that you die a lot, and you have to sit through this screen and this music, like, for what feels like forever before you get a chance to jump in and start the game. When you're not playing, of course, on an emulator. Alright, we're going to begin a game. First thing we have to do is choose one of the 7 characters from that intro. And the first thing you gotta think to yourself is, hey JG, how do you get the secret 8th character who clearly belongs to below the demon to the right of the alien? The answer is there is no 8th character. They just came up with 7 characters and they didn't bother to come up with a way to arrange them where that looked natural. So, what are our choices? We have Human, whose name I've already forgotten. He is the average, mediocre, in all respects character. I played as him when I was a kid because I figured this would be a good starting point. He was boring. Lux the Tetujin. Tempting. Tempting, but he is not, from what I've read, one of the best characters. And I sure as heck I'm not playing through this game more than once for Let's Play purposes. So, I'll tell you what, let's be Lux the Tetujin just for a second. I'm going to tease you with Lux the Tetujin and the glorious possibilities for what could have been Luxie the Tetujin. I don't remember how to end when you don't use all the letters. Is this correct? Your name is Luxie? Yes. Seriously? Your name's Lexi? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna skip past this stuff and because we're gonna watch that when we play as a real character. But now check this out. You hearing that, folks? He makes mechanical steps wherever he goes. Wish all of you good luck. Farewell. I don't need any weapons or armor, so I have great physical strength. I can't imagine the power I might have when I get the runes. I don't work with anyone. When I get the runes, I'll be more powerful than the king. I can take care of myself. I may not be strong, but I know how to use the power of magic. That's good for you, I suppose. But we're not going with Lux Tatoojan, folks. I just wanted you to hear his awesome, like, mechanical walking noise, which apparently will drive you insane if you play through the entire game as him, which I attempted to do one time, and I don't remember having gone insane, although I do... Well, no, I did go insane, but it wasn't because of the walking. It's because this game is freaking maddening. It's just really, really hard. You die a lot in this game, folks. You have to do some serious save state abuse to avoid dying, like to the point where you're just embarrassed for yourself. Anyway, and you keep pressing buttons, but until it's done playing its little musical sting, you can't start. Bleh. What are you people doing to me, making me play this game? It's not that bad, folks. Okay, let's begin again, and this time we're gonna play as. Well, let's see. Still got the soldier dude. We can still play as Lux Tatoojan if we really want to. We'll find out a little bit more about what Tatujans are during the story. He plays Dwarf Dude, who's basically like the human guy, but he's got a little bit better defense and his magic's not quite as good. I think that's how it works. Maybe not. Maybe there's some other difference between them. I think as they level, they look a little bit more different from each other. Balsu, the healer. He has the best healing spells in the game, but he can't kill anything to save his own life. You will eventually get the opportunity to partner up with one of the other 7 heroes. The other 6 heroes, I should say. And like pretty much every fac everywhere says he's like a good guy to have as your partner, but you don't want to play as him. This is Leger's the Demon. I thought it'd be really cool to play as him a couple years ago when I played this game on an emulator, just, while doing other stuff in the background. I would play this game, level up while watching, movies or whatever. I found the game really frustrating, like even more frustrating than I remembered it having been when I was a kid playing on the SNES with this guy, but never getting all the way through. When I played all the way through the game with him and then found out that he's pretty much the worst possible character because he dies really easily. He's got good offense, apparently, but he dies so easily it's ridiculous. We've got the alien, who's can't really use a lot of weapons and armor. He has high hit points. There's really not a whole lot else to say about the alien guy. We're going to play as Asuna Bize. Not just because I want to do my horrible falsetto, although that is fun. And certainly not because I think she's hot, because, look at her. She's a little pixel person. There's really not a lot of hotness to be found in this game. But because she's apparently one of the very best characters to play as. This is something that I've read. I never played as her before. I thought I should give her a try. Is your correct name Asuna? Yes. Because it ends with an A, folks, and that's the most important thing for any RPG heroine. You have trained well in the past 5 years. Finally, the time has come for you to... To test your skills and knowledge. Finally, the rock has come back to Taikondara. Your mission is to find the 7 runes hidden somewhere on the planet Taikondara. When you have all the runes together, they will give you tremendous power and you will become the leader of this world. King Louis will tell us more about the runes. They exist in many different forms and it is difficult to identify them. I'll give each of you a crystal ball. It will help you to find the runes. Now get ready for the runes and bring back... now get ready for the journey and bring the scrolls back. Each will receive a scrolled crystal ball. Okay, so... I'm gonna get a head start on you guys. Ha ha ha. Now I better go talk to everybody. Yeah, so there's 7 runes, and whoever gets them all is gonna rule the world. So before anyone thinks they're ripping off Dragon Ball, I believe Dragon Ball stole the idea of collecting 7 magical doodads from somewhere else. I don't really know for sure. I wish all of you good luck. Farewell. I'm the strongest of us all. I'm a bit slow due to my age, but I'll be young again when I have the power of the runes. My strength is the magic power of healing. My goal is to find the ruins and drive all evil forces out of the world. I'm wondering where AJ is involved in this mission. I believe he stole my zap. I'm Robobombo. My body will transform when I need a weapon. I don't need a weapon for this mission. If you don't need a weapon for the mission where you travel the world fighting monsters to get the 7 magical runes, when do you need a weapon? During this journey, I wish to find who built us Tetujans and for what purpose. Good luck with that, buddy. I'm generic, man. I'm a warrior and the best suited for this mission. I'll prove it when I find the runes. And he's like an alien. Okay. So how the heck is an alien going to talk anyway? I don't need any weapons or armor since I have great physical strength. I can't imagine the power I might get. I can't imagine the power I might have when I get the runes. I don't know why he talked like that, but he did. Gee, I don't work with anyone. When I get the runes, I'll be more powerful than King Lemuel. King Lemuel doesn't seem that powerful. He seems pretty old and kind of out of it. You'd be my partner, Demon Man? If I remember correctly, the manual claims that Lejays wants to destroy the world with the power of the runes, which begs the question, why would he be invited along for this mission, but, whatever. So I'm just wandering around here in my bathrobe. Do-do-do-do-do. Nah, forget it. I don't really want to talk to you guys anymore. Yeah, eventually I'll get an opportunity to maybe team up with somebody. But you don't have a ton of control over who you end up teaming up with. You have to, leave town and come back in and wait for the right guy to spawn in a bar. Well, that's pretty much how the single scenes works, isn't it, folks? You must go now. I'll hope for a safe return. I'm praying for a healthy battle. I'm a sooner busy. I don't need help from anybody. I see a shelf in front of me. Is this a shelf I see before me? There are many jars, including Jar Jar Binks. Soon received opal. Soon received antid. The music of this game is actually pretty good. I will give them credit for that. I mean, this game gets really frustrating when you die a lot, especially against just regular monsters. Can't even get to the boss because you get killed by regular monsters. But in a lot of other respects, it's a pretty good game. I remember it has an interesting ending, though not one that really, they don't do a great job of, it's mostly text. There's not a lot of, the game explaining to you what happened and making it seem really emotional or impactful. It's just kind of interesting. The ending was not something that I saw coming at the time. When you look into the crystal ball, a moving spot indicates a monster, a large spot a town, an extremely bright spot, one of the runes you are searching for. Thanks, I guess. The castle seems to be inhabited entirely by women, except for King Lemuel. What's going on with that? The crystal ball will be useful in the fields and dungeons. Follow its direction. Let no crystal ball tell me what to do. After these 5 years, I'm quite used to having you around. I'll miss you, Asuna. Take care of yourself. Aww. Lesbians. I'll have no one to go to the Katie Lang concerts with. See a shelf in front of me. No one to drive around in my Subaru with. It is dangerous to travel alone when you meet one of the other 6. It would be a good idea to travel together, or you might be turned down, or end up in a fight if you don't get along with each other. Talk to the people wherever you... Wait, is that a man? No, it's a woman. Talk to the people wherever you go to help anyone who is in trouble. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I'm trying to, find the sacred power to rule the world. Well, I shouldn't say sacred power, just magical power to rule the world. And you really expect me to run wasting my time helping random strangers? Your experiences and years of rigorous training will help you complete the mission, blah, 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 blah. There's an awful lot of rooms that serve no purpose in this game. Well, I mean, it's an RPG video game designed to eat up your time with an escapist fantasy. In a sense, every room in this game, and every aspect of this game, is a waste of time. Are you the last person to go? Everybody else already left for Rebelus from the south. Well, they must have sprinted by an insane speed while I was in one of those rooms talking to people about shelves. Anyway, folks, that's it for this video. Join me for part 2. Things will get better.